question be what it is. And then there'll be.
I didn't know what time you were gonna talk about anything.
It should be short. Monday, April 20th, 2026, I'll call the Chickasaw County Board of Supervisors meeting to convene. Roll call, all members are present. Is there a motion to approve today's agenda as presented? Motion by Scott, second by Travis to approve April 20th agenda. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Approve the minutes from April 13th, last Monday. Any corrections or?
All to approve, second.
Motion by Travis, second by Steve to approve the minutes of April 13th. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Approve the minutes from April 17th, last Friday.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac to approve the April 17th board minutes. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. Dave, you want to do the window update a little bit?
Okay, yes, we had a vendor from Hello Windows stopped last week, kind of went through the building with Jake and I, and I guess gave us a little more insight than we had before. So he's coming back to meet with us on Wednesday to, get a count of the windows, and I believe he's going to make a spec sheet too also, is that correct?
Yeah, so a little bit. Roman has agreed to be the engineer for the project since David has asked for that. So Roman, like he did the elevator, he'll go through the specs, the prints. We did get a copy of the original courthouse built. The prints are in the file. We have those now to look at, the number of cutouts of each side. And then we have a spec sheet too that we are looking at right now to, it was nice that the Pello window guy did get the low bid for the new engineer's office. Mm-hmm. And pretty much putting the same window that's in the courthouse at the engineer's office too. Still got to go out for bids, statewide bid. Anything else, Dave? Just pretty much how we did the elevator.
The same project, it's a public improvement project, so the same process you went through for the elevator a couple years ago. So you'll have to have a formal bid sheet, set it out, place it on the registry and the statewide, and then we'll have to have a public hearing on the specs and then a public hearing on the contract.
Yep, and the spec sheet, I'll just read it out quickly, that we got for the engineer's office. It's manufacturers, he's listed 1 through 4, Anderson window, a Marvin window, a Pello window, and then subsidiary windows, so you can bid on it too. So if you don't sell one of those 3. We'll go through the spec sheet hopefully next week. Roman will sign off on the spec sheet and the prints. Mm-hmm. And then I guess we got 2 vendors that are looking at it now, so. Mm-hmm. And the more the better.
Correct. So yeah, we need bids for a project of this size.
Do we want to get more than 2? I mean, if that's possible.
Well, we'll get those 2. I mean, those 2 already looked interest into it.
Right.
But we have to put on a statewide website.
Okay.
Like Roman did with the elevator. Like a construction website, statewide circulation.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And then since you're here, do you have any quick update on the air conditioner? I think that was good.
Gage called this morning. He is going to be bringing a lift up here this afternoon to start doing some preliminary work. He'll have it parked out back here, so we'll have to block off the circular driveway in the back here. So yeah, basically he's getting his preliminary work done today, tomorrow, I think today and tomorrow, and then I believe on Wednesday will be the the day the old air conditioner comes off, the new one goes up. So everything goes good.
So it
I'm thinking-
sounds like, I mean, I was there when Dave took the call this morning. The north door might not be able to be used if they're gonna start taking up like welding blankets and equipment.
Yeah, possibly.
Just make sure the safety is there.
Yeah, I mean, if it looks like a safety concern back here with that lift, then we will have to block off the back door, but,
So,
you know, in the years past, when we did the tuck pointing project and stuff, that lift really didn't cause a safety concern back there, but we'll deal with it as it goes here,
perfect.
so.
Cause it did get kind of warm in the courthouse on Friday.
It did. Anytime that it gets up to 70 degrees outside and we don't have air in here, it heats up pretty quickly, so.
Any questions on the windows or the air conditioner for Dave? If not, Dave, if you got one more minute yet, we're gonna open some bids up for a trailer. Any public comment?
I don't think so, let me just ask for a minute. Donna, is there any written public comment? Okay, nope,
Thank you for that. So we do have 4 bids. They were due. We'll move on to the open seal bid for the 1999 black cargo mate trailer. Open these up and then hopefully we accept one of them. They were due back by 4 o'clock on Friday. Looks like we have 4 of them here sealed in no specific order. I'll start opening them. The first one, so I got the key here. I do have the registration here that I will sign off if you guys direct me to. And then we need the plates off of it yet.
Oh, okay,
So
I'll get them today.
first bid here is Peter Zion, $359. The second one here is Ray Armel from West Union, submitting a bid for $1,201. $1,201. Enclosed trailer, Ryan Weigel, $555, $555. And the last one. Scott Bohati, $1,250. $1,250. Cemetery Commission about 4 weeks ago said it was for sale. They had no use for it. They have 2 bigger trailers that they consolidate equipment. So they approached me to have this for sale. Today was the day to open these bids up. I think the high bid is Scott Bohati for $1,250. I really think that's reasonable. Sorry, I got one more here. I better look through this whole
Oops.
file. That one got snuck in here. It was not with the other 4. There's one more. There's total of 5. Mike Brinks, $1,280.
oh,
Let me go through this one more time. That is it. That's in envelopes.
man.
So Mike Brinks, $1,280. Again, here's the key, registration that if the board agrees to sign off on it, we'll type up a purchase agreement. So okays the treasurer's office. You'll take the plate off if the board moves on this action. I will have to sign the bottom of that
Oh, okay.
soon, maybe.
I'll just leave that with you then.
Any discussion?
Money going to the cemetery commission?
Is that,
Where's the money going?
so the money goes in the general fund?
Not the cemetery commission.
No.
I'll make a motion to approve Mike Brinks' bid.
Second. Motion by Travis, second by Scott, to award the 1999 black cargo mate trailer owned by Chickasaw County, used by the Chickasaw County Cemetery Commission, to Mike Brinks for the amount of $1,280. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. $1,280.
Yes.
So that's already on there. But we'll check with the treasurer if we have to do a purchase agreement.
Well, we have to cover, yeah, you're right. It has a bill of sale, you're right.
I think that's it for Dave. Anything else, Dave?
Just one other thing I wanted to bring up. We were down at the law office on Friday mowing, cleaning up down there and such. And the parking lot took a pretty good hit this winter from the freezing and thawing and whatever. If any of you guys are down by there sometime, just pull in there and take a look at it. We've got a lot of areas in there where the freezing and thawing cracked and crumbled quite a few big areas in the seams of the concrete down there. So does anybody have any ideas what we should do? I mean, I thought of maybe asking Roman if the county guys could stop down there with some of their material that they fill cracks in the roads with, and I don't know what kind of time they have. They're pretty busy.
Just a question, is it in the concrete or the asphalt?
It's in the concrete. We've got chunks of concrete kind of laying all over the parking lot. We're gonna go down there and clean those up this morning, but, I mean, you've seen it, Dave. It's gotten
I
worse.
pick up chunks probably every other day when I'm down in the park.
Yeah.
It's right where we park and people driving in and out,
Mhm.
chunks everywhere.
It got way worse this winter.
I don't know what happened, but.
I think it was all the freezing and thawing, and then also the guys that did the snow removal, I think on the last snowstorm, for whatever reason, they got the broom down there, and that didn't help the situation much at all. But I mean, and they didn't know, they just, they were just cleaning, but, I don't know if we could get a blacktop, lime screeding mix to put in those holes, or just maybe get blacktop from the city and try cleaning the holes out, packing them in with blacktop. I don't know. There's no perfect solution to this, but
Yeah.
I think we gotta do something to make it so it doesn't get worse, so.
I think we'll take a look at it and probably put it back on next week's agenda.
Okay. And if I can come up with an idea this week that might work, I'll let you know. I'm just thinking some kind of blacktop lime screeding mix would probably be the best if we dig those areas out. Hopefully it seals it up and we get another couple of years out of it or whatever. So.
Sounds good, thanks, Dave.
Okay, thank you.
Since Joel is here, we'll move on to him. Discuss July 5th, 2026 quarterly installment payment that the cities are obligated to make to the EMS department under the 2080 agreement. The certified number, I believe, Sheila, is $594,757.50.
Correct,
And that was pulled on April 16th in the morning.
right at 8:30.
So it is under our 750 per the 2080. Sheila did give you guys a sheet of the city's contribution that was due on April 5th. And we did receive Bassett's on April 8th. I still think personally it is enough. I think we should revisit it again on July 5th, or July 15th. Would you agree, Joel?
I would.
I mean, he did break down the quarterly activity, Sheila, and the worksheets of revenue in, expense out. I guess I'm glad we took 1/4 of a quarter payment. Would your budget need a budget amendment next year to buy the chassis, most likely?
Quite possibly, yeah, especially with making the down payment in the first quarter of the next fiscal year.
So I think once that's all done, we might need to collect our one full payment either on October 5th or January 5th, like we thought that we told the cities.
The down payment will be made in the first quarter of the next fiscal year. The chassis payment will probably be third quarter of the next fiscal year, would be my guess. Still going along with the idea that we'll get a 27 chassis, pushing that back as far as we can until we have the most warranty on it.
So the discussion, the motion needed is if you guys are gonna waive payment, collect a payment of some type, if any. So Sheila can compare the letters to the 6 cities with these numbers. Any discussion? Any thoughts?
I'm in favor of waiving this next payment.
Is that a motion by one?
I'll make that motion.
Right.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac, to waive the July 5th, 2026 quarterly installment payment from the county and the cities that are in the 2088 EMS agreement. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you, Joel. We'll go back up to the top and go down since there's nobody else here waiting to visit. So review and adopt resolution 420-26-27, elected officials' wages for fiscal year 26-27.
So what we did is you guys did a recommendation on December 29th, and nothing, you guys didn't change that, or we kind of went with it. So the first, the very first table shows what you guys recommended. The second table shows what you guys decided to stay with. And so we have our current salaries, we got the proposed the salaries, and then we got the recommended salaries. And if you notice, nothing changed from your recommendation of December 29th, 2025.
The recommendation is from what we sent out to the department heads, elected officials. In their presentation a couple weeks prior to that, the 3 offices of the auditor, treasurer, recorder did propose a 3%, but we did go up to that 4% in the recommendation.
Because they were just talking to you guys, and you guys are the compensation board for giving us the recommendation.
Yep. Any discussion in resolution 27? Which is part of the county budget for fiscal 26-27, but this has to be done before we certify a budget. If there's no discussion or changes, is there a motion to approve resolution 27?
I'm going to approve resolution 27. Second.
Motion by Scott, second by Isaac to approve resolution 4-20-26-27. It is a resolution to approve elected officials' wages for next fiscal year. Just to be transparent, it also affects the deputies in command underneath those elected officials with what % they have determined. If there's no other discussion, we'll do a roll call. Scott?
Aye.
Isaac?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Steve?
Aye.
Jake? Aye. Resolution has been adopted 5-0.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did I say that?
No. I signed it wrong.
She can make a new one.
Oh, I'll just do it.
That was my fault. Yeah,
So these are okay?
those are
I just do anyways.
just one.
I just always need to, I just always do an extra.
Oh, well, it's perfect then.
I always do an extra. Fun as they don't show up for fun.
Next one is review and adopt resolution 420-26-28, adoption of the fiscal year 26-27 county budget. With the one whereas change, the Chickasaw County Board of Supervisors makes the following changes from fiscal 26-27 proposed budget. Decrease public safety department 5, proposed county budget from $2,532,111 to $2,382,111. And that decrease the general supplemental levy rate from 1.39256 to a 1.30. That was discussed Friday in a budget work session, and their consensus at that time was to make this change in the 26-27 proposed budget. Any discussion from Friday on? This would be the time to bring it up before we adopt this 26-27 budget. If not, is there a motion to approve resolution 28?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Isaac, to approve resolution 4/2026-28, adoption of the fiscal year 26-27 county budget. Any discussion? If not, Travis?
Aye.
Isaac?
Aye.
Steve?
Nay.
Scott?
Aye.
Jake? Aye. Motion is carried. 4-1.
I forget how many.
Bring it to you.
Yeah. So you'll do this. Okay.
I just want to thank everybody for the budget work sessions this year. I think they were a little bit smoother. We're still waiting on the state, but there was a House bill drop Thursday night that I think it has movement on it. I think we're going to see that 2% tax asking cap next year. So county departments, please be aware of that if it does get passed and signed by the governor this year.
Good job.
Learn from my mistakes.
Sometimes I do something takes me a couple times around.
This will move the appropriation resolution in June to get prepared with these said numbers. Sheila will work on me getting it signed by April 30th so we can get it to the dome and certified by the deadline. Right, Sheila? Gotcha.
But thank you, everyone.
Discuss open boards and commission for July 1st, 2026. Per the policy, we're supposed to get it done in the quarter before July 1st. The only board and commission that I saw was Veterans Affairs,
That's all I saw today.
and there's 2 individuals expiring.
Richard Cocky and Katie King.
So this is a normal discussion. If we want to advertise for these openings, yes, and we're at. I think our advertisement, it just says Chickasaw County has these boards and commissions openings. Please apply with our new application that has been updated.
So you just give me a motion to direct the auditor to put it in the paper, in the Nashua and the New Hampton,
And then on the website too.
on the website.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Scott to advertise for our open board and commission seats. That will become opened on July 1st, 2026. And our normal advertisement is a local public papers, National New Hampton. Just for discussion, guys want them back by what date? I guess when does this board want to act on it? June 15th? June 22nd?
Yeah, June 15th.
So do it back by the 12th? Should give plenty of time to get them.
Just a question, does the people with their term expired, do they get a letter?
We let the director usually know, or the commission chair.
Yeah, we'll let Keith know.
No, I
Yeah,
just,
and a lot of them will apply again.
I think there's a new law, Dave, if you remember, I think it was signed already, that they open those commission members up to different branches, like the National Guard, and I thought I read something.
I can look into it.
But
Usually wait till the session's done, figure out
the
what the
reservists, what?
Correct.
Yeah, I think they're adding more of our service members to be on that commission.
I'll check it out and make sure she doesn't have it.
Any serviceman, veteran,
What
or
date?
reservist, and can run for those folks.
Yes. I just thought, remember reading some change to that commission. All right, if there's no other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed, motion carried. Discuss and approve Henry M. Atkins and Sons, Inc. invoice for ballots and support during the primary election, June 2nd, 2026, in the amount of $10,289.11. Sheila, for the purchase.
Yeah, and I gave you guys this invoice, and the ballots are very expensive. We also, have the absentee official ballot printing. We have the election coding and testing, and we have the all-day election support within this, and then shipping and handling. And it comes to the grand total of $10,289.11. So make sure you go vote at the primary.
When does absentee voting begin? So 2 weeks before?
I think it's like right at 2 weeks before, okay. Because they've shortened it down, because when I first arrived here, it was like forever.
I'm seeing this cost for ballots and stuff, and I think your poll workers do a great job asking to use the machine to vote.
Right,
But yeah, printing is costing.
and I think I brought it up at a budget session too one time that, you know, the ballots cost a lot. So, but you know what, they're still gonna, you would still have the coding, the testing, the all-day support and that.
Yeah, like it's their software.
Mhm.
Is there a motion to approve this invoice for the auditor's office?
Sorry.
Motion by Isaac, second by Steve to approve this invoice for the auditor's office, $10,289.11. All in favor, say aye. Aye, anybody opposed, motion carried. Review and approve wage increase from $27.31 per hour to $28.82 per hour for secondary road mechanic William Schmutz per the union contract effective April 20th, 2026. I believe this is his 6 month.
Yep, 6 months.
And we did get an invoice or a document that shows the next one is the cost of living adjustment and then a 1-year anniversary. So we'll see this again in October after he's been here for a year. Is there a motion to approve?
So,
Is there a second?
second.
Motion by Scott, second by Travis to approve the wage increase from $27.81 to $28.82 for secondary road mechanic William Schmutz per the union contract effective April 20th, 2026. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Down to claims, payroll was last Friday, so is there a motion for April 17th?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Isaac to approve the payroll claim, April 17th, 2026. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. Prior bills, there is 2 sets totaling $36,001.57.
What'd you say, 36?
36,157. A lot of them I saw was Visa cards.
We have to keep those paid up,
No,
that's always behind.
You always get those surcharges and a lot of fuel. A lot of fuel and a lot of fuel up compared to what was in the budgets too, so. Prior bills, 36,157 cents. Is there a motion to approve?
So. Second.
Motion by Scott, second by Steve to approve the prior bill amount, $36,001.57. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. The large amount is $313,954.84. I think about $284 of that was a new dump truck.
Yep, $248,723.52.
Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Scott to approve invoices in the amount of $313,954.84. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Steve, any committee assignment?
Pardon?
Committee assignment?
Yes. FMC decap on April 15th. Pretty much have come to the realization that that will not be soon. We just discussed quite a bit about the funds that were left, and they're going to be given back to HHS or juvenile court services. They did say that they think there's $10,000 to $15,000 that's not in those funds that was put in a seed money back when DCAP was started. So they're trying to figure out how much each county is going to get and make sure that the state's going to let us put it back to the counties. So that was the.
So that's what started Floyd, Mitchell, Chickasaw, DCAT.
Mhm. So we could have some funds coming back, but
Yep,
we don't know
yep.
for sure.
Okay. Do you think that's the last meeting, or are we gonna have one more to figure that out?
There's still going to be next meeting in May.
Thank you. I think anything?
No.
Travis?
No.
Scott?
Yeah, Thursday, at an Intercog Economic Development meeting, unfortunately, 5 of us met on Teams and the meeting was just about over before the person running the meeting realized that it was even available on Teams. So we got in on basically to set the date for the next meeting. And then I had, we really haven't had a meeting, but we the Upper Cedar River watershed, there's been just a handful of us working in rural affairs, kind of behind the scenes there's a $6 million, multiple $6 million grants from Google. And we've just been kind of gathering some information. We're supposed to have a meeting later this week to submit the stuff by the 30th to Google. But we've been working with ag. There's a bunch of ag projects that can be utilized through this. And then infrastructure projects through the cities and the counties. I've been working with the landfill pretty much most of the way is we are looking at possibly building a water treatment facility at the landfill if we can get this grant so that we don't have to haul leachate to Mason City all the time. I know the city of Nashville's just looking possibly at maybe going back to their stormwater problem that they had a few years ago that they kind of shelved. But we've been reaching out to different people to see if they have projects because the grant goes from $350,000 to $6 million. But there's no limit on the number of projects. So we're trying to get, the goal is to save 100 million gallons of water a year is what Google is trying to do. So that's all I had.
All right.
So do you want me to put a date or anything? I put Upper Cedar River watershed, but just put ongoing.
It's just been ongoing.
Yeah.
For the last
I said,
10
they
years.
got proceeded, we get a fiscal agent.
Well, possibly, we have three options. I have worked with ERCOG, depending on how this grant progresses. ERCOG is interested. And then there's also the city of Clear Lake, I guess, has just hired somebody to handle water runoff up there. That person is interested in doing it. And Mason City is kind of in the process of.
Yeah, I remember when I was on the committee that we couldn't accept any money without a fiscal agent, so.
Yeah, and I worked with Brian and ERCOG quite a bit here the last 10 days, just trying to see what we would need to have them do, and if things progress, they would be interested in it.
All right, thanks for all that. Discuss future agenda items, we'll put on the LAMC parking lot. We'll take a look at that, see if you guys have any other opinions of what should we do with that stuff.
I'm gonna put that on this.
Yeah, I'll work with Roman this week to get all the documents put together. Hopefully the windows is out there ready to go for an RFP. There was one department budget that I was working with. It's the Heritage Center. It might need a budget amendment. We'll probably put that on for Monday. I wanted to wait for these claims to be approved today and see where that is at.
He's had some unexpected expenses.
Some heat issues, some those coils, some of that's insurance money. Got to work with Heartland to see if they're going to cut the checks to the vendors or that budget's going to cut them first and then we get a refund check back. Anything else you guys think of for next Monday, the 27th?
I have two gentlemen that want to speak for a life insurance.
Life insurance
Yeah.
option. Otherwise, I think that's it for today. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Oh,
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Isaac to adjourn at 9:39. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion is carried.
Oh, thank you.